Good evening. Next news. Donald Trump brings back Bonkers claim that has critics screaming. What? Single quote. HuffPost. It's becoming one of the president's favorite, albeit most ridiculous, boasts. Below are your comments. Shouldn't he focus on doing the things he already promised, like gas and grocery prices? The Ukraine war. All of these things were supposed to be fixed day one. Then he can focus on the 1000% price reduction in drug prices. This is the guy that's going to fix the economy he wrecked. He thinks other countries pay the tariffs and doubling the price of a product will drop the cost by 1000%. Only his base thinks that they understand his amazing mathematical gymnastics. In their world, it's the rest of us who don't get it. For pure entertainment, ask a MAGA to explain how this works. Trump, I'm good at math. 0. Actually, I'm really great at math. I'm the best mathematician ever in the entire world. Nobody does math better than me. I know more about math than anybody. All the voices in my head help me do plusing and minusing and timesing. I can count really big numbers. Huge numbers. 0. That $20 pill you're trying to get down to $10 has been $2 in Canada and 50 cents in Mexico for years. Already, and the GOP has never done a single thing to lower prices. In fact, they've fought against it. The scary part is the Republicans and MAGAs think it sounds great as they have even less mathematic less bleep than the PDF file in chief. They don't care. All they want to do is get the libs or Democrats as they continue to support and vote against their own best interests. It's not the flawed math, it's the earnest conviction and total indifference to reality that is true. Bless him. He has no concept of truth versus fantasy and doesn't care. Almost everything is more expensive now than it was under Biden. Trump, you understand, and we will be reducing drug costs over the next year by not 50 or 60% but by 1000%. Because if you think of a $10 pill, it will be raised up from 10 to 20 because it's the world versus us as the world is the bigger place. 0. So it will go from 10 to 20 for them, which is bearable. And it will go from 10 to 20 for us. Thinking face gibberish, pure and simple. 0. Understood only by his base. Face with rolling eyes. No, Donald. Once again, it's you who doesn't understand that once you reduce the price of something by 100%, it becomes free. You fun moron. And remember, folks, this is the guy who filed bankruptcy 6 friggin' times and who is now pushing for full control over our economy. MAGA math, 2 + 2 = 11 bajillion. Did it go like this? But the strawberries, that's where I had them. They laughed at me and made jokes, but I proved beyond the shadow of a doubt and with geometric logic that a duplicate key to the wardroom icebox did exist, and I'd have produced that key if they hadn't of pulled the cane out of action. I know now they were only trying to protect some fellow officers. I think he just signed an executive order demanding this math be taught in all schools. We, from this point forward, are to call Trump President Euclid in honor of his discovery of math that no one else has ever seen or understood. This is the guy that the Trumpists want to give complete control of our economy. I just received my notice of benefits changes from Anthem. The drug pricing copay, my share, will increase dramatically from 2025 to 2026. Trump may have lowered drug prices, but for who? This is the guy who, with such deep understanding of percentages, wants to control the percentage interest rate set by the Federal Reserve Bank. His understanding of how numbers work does a lot to explain the 6 bankruptcies. Running the country like the expert businessman that he is. No matter what Trump says or does, he is untouchable. The court saw to that. The question remains, how far will he go? Always in 2 weeks, a month, or a year. Never right now. He's the king of string. I explained this to my 7-year-old grandchild and they said, "Gramp, does that mean the drug companies are going to give you money for using their drugs?" Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. I told her no, that would never happen, it's just somebody who doesn't know how to do math. I said, "But Grampy, isn't that the guy that's like in charge of everything?" My reply was, "Yes, it is. He's just not the smartest leader we have had." I said to my grandchild, "You are probably smarter than he is." Then asked, "How did he get that job?" I said, "He lied and fooled people with his lies. My normally $20 meds will get me my med plus $180. It's easy to see how anyone this math deficient managed to bankrupt casinos. Trump was never very smart, and he's spiraling down. Release 1000% of the Epstein files. Obviously, math was not his best subject in school. Reducing drug costs by 1000% means the drug companies will be paying you to take their drugs. One would think Trump's inner circle would explain to him that what he's saying is mathematically possible, but I guess they want to keep their jobs. Doesn't know 5th grade math but wants to control the economy. What a confidence booster, America. Somebody please educate him and tutor him in grade school arithmetic. The Gestapo Trumpy org preaches hate. Going to continue to get worse and worse. Clown show will not stop. Consumer sentiment is at the worst levels not seen since the 1980s. Trumpy will go down as the worst T-Prez ever, and it is getting worse and worse. The University of Michigan's mid-August report on consumer sentiment, the share of consumers expecting unemployment to worsen over the next 12 months stands at around 60%, a reading it says was last seen in the Great Recession. This is what you people wanted who voted for. Many of those price increases are still working their way through supply chains. That is why the Producer Price Index, PPI, is running hotter than the Consumer Price Index. Consumers face an overall average effective tariff rate of 18.6%, the highest since 1933. After consumption shifts, the average tariff rate will be 17.7%, the highest since 1934. Budget Lab economists predict that the price level from all 2025 tariffs rises by 1.8% in the short run, the equivalent of an average per household income loss of $2,400 in 2025. Unemployment numbers were the worst since 2021, and it is going to continue to get worse and worse. Wait until the hospitals start shutting down in the rural parts of the country, and it is already peepening. Prices on everything going up and up due to tariffs. You need to have at least 6 months of savings for your current expenses. Good luck, America. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you like it, please thumbs up.